Hello my YouTube friends, it's Richard, founder of ShortTermRentalSecrets.com and Airbnb Superhost. I'm back on the rooftop filming this week's Monday Motivation, and the topic is how I am all in. So let me just start off by saying the following things. One, don't do what I say, don't do what I do, get comfortable with your own risk profile. Just because I'm doing it doesn't mean that you should do it. Two, I'm not a gambler. I think I've seen in Texas Hold'em where they do the I'm all in. I think that's what I'm sort of referencing, but I don't gamble. I've been a professional trader, market maker down at the Board of Trade and the Mercantile Exchange. I've been an asset manager where I run big portfolios of money and institutional assets and equities and bonds and alternatives like hedge funds. And I don't consider that gambling, and I don't consider what I'm doing with real estate right now, specifically in the short-term rental market, as gambling or even particularly risky, because I'm right in my comfort zone. But if you're not in your comfort zone, then don't do what I'm suggesting and take it at your own pace. The reason I'm talking about this isn't to brag or to say that I'm super successful or anything like that. In fact, that's the reason that I haven't made this video before, is because I don't want to come off like that guy. But I think it's really important that you know sort of my commitment to the space and my commitment to the channel, so that as you listen to me, we've now had hundreds of thousands of minutes. I can't believe how successful and how much we're helping people. I think you should know a little bit more about how committed I am and what the opportunity that I see is. And to that end, when I say I'm all in, I'm basically liquidating all of my savings, whether they're stocks or IRAs or whatever it is, to get enough liquidity to participate on a scale that I've never participated before. So think about that. I'm basically making a big asset allocation away from equities and savings and safe investments, and I'm putting it in what the majority of the world thinks is a risky investment. Oh, you're going to go into short-term rentals on Airbnb and real estate? For me, it's actually a much safer bet. I'm not particularly fond of the stock market at this level, although I think over the long term it'll continue to go higher. But I just see a better risk-adjusted return right now in real estate. I think there's a mispriced opportunity where people are valuing single-family homes the way they traditionally have, and investors are valuing it the way they have traditionally. And there's this new hybrid investor, somebody like me, that says, I can go short-term rental, whether it's Airbnb or HomeAway or Booking.com, and make a lot more money than what you could do on a 12-month rental, and consequently, I'm going all in. So I'm liquidating what people think is safe, I'm moving towards what people think is risky. I'm very comfortable and confident in the space and the opportunity, and I think you're going to see significant appreciation. Even though real estate is at all-time highs, and I'm basically writing a book about this right now, even though real estate is at all-time highs, I think it goes higher. Once people realize the kind of returns that can be made on Airbnb and so on, and the amount of flexibility that it affords you and the quality of life, I think people will pay even more for that sort of real estate that is legally allowed to be short-term rented. So, I think it's important that I share with you that I'm not just sitting here spewing on the internet about how great an opportunity it is and sitting on my prior holdings, things that I'd done years ago. I did that. I did it successfully. I started to add incrementally, maybe one at a time over 12 months or 18 months. And right now, today, I've been thinking about it for the last few months as I'm writing my book about how big the opportunity set is, and I realized I've got to go find some great opportunities, and I've done just that. I've recorded another video about unique things that I'm doing to get financing, because even though I'm liquidating my savings and stock portfolio and IRA and so on, that only gets me so much exposure, and I actually want more. And so I've done things with JVs, partnerships, seller financing, my IRA is making investments. It's out there, you just have to find it. And I just really wanted to share with you how high my conviction is and that I'm a real practitioner. I'm not just sitting here telling you that you should be doing this. I'm actually doing it. I'm doing it more. I'm doing it bigger. All sorts of firsts. My first international deal. My first development deal where we're creating an eco-village to take advantage of this opportunity. My first deal in a retirement account. I mean, it just goes on and on. I can't go on about how many firsts I'm doing and how comfortable I am. And time will tell. It's here on the internet. Date and time, what I'm doing. Am I right? I'm pretty confident I'm right. I'm pretty confident this is going to work out really well. Again, that doesn't mean that you should be confident or that you should do it. It's just to say the person that you've been listening to, and hopefully you subscribe to the channel, and hopefully you're getting great tips and value and you're making more money, is somebody that's actually doing this stuff himself, and not just somebody who's a consultant on the sidelines telling other people how to do what they should do with their money. I do it for me first. I love teaching people. The comments and your feedback is why I continue to do it. and it's just been incredibly rewarding. So, to that end, if you've enjoyed this video, please like it. I'd love to hear your comments and feedback in the section below. If you haven't joined our Facebook group, do that. There's a lot of great, smart people there sharing all sorts of ideas and great things to do in terms of hosting. And finally, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, can't you help a brother out? I'm trying to get to 5,000 before November so that I, like in my own head, I stroke my own ego. So please help me out. Come on, guys, let's go. I'm all in.